Morning, everybody. Never Late Kate A here, sitting at Theraplay before therapy for the first time. He's still with me. We made really good time this morning. We still have 24 minutes till it's time. We had our weekend away in Maryland for the baby's baptism, and it went great and without a hitch, thank goodness. It was long. Very long trip. It only lasted one night, but it was the longest night of my life. Ended up being at a hotel that I think was renovated. It used to be a mansion, and then they expanded it, so the acoustics were terrible. And all night long, I heard somebody running across upstairs from me, running across the floor, jumping off the bed, ABCD, I don't know. So by 3:30, I couldn't take it anymore, and I was like, I'm going out to the front lobby, and I'm going to say something. So I get out there, and there are ladies out there that I had met earlier, and I said, do you hear that? Because my room was literally right next to the reception area. I had, the first room. And she's like, I don't hear anything. And they have cameras all along the corridors. So she's looking at the camera, she goes, there's nobody. And I said, okay. She goes, what room is it that you're hearing noises from? And I said, the room right above me. It's like somebody's jumping and running back and forth. And she goes, okay. She picks up the phone. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? And she calls the room. And I'm going, oh my god, I hope I'm not just hearing things. I hope it's not a ghost. And I hope it's not the air conditioning or something that I'm hearing, and I feel like a jerk. So she calls up there. No answer. She goes, well, sorry, I can't do anything. Nobody's answering. Maybe nobody's even up there. I said, okay. She goes, if it continues, come and tell me again, and I will go up there and I will talk to them. And I said, okay, all right, I know it's not her fault. What is she going to do? So I go back to my room, and it was silent after that. They must have got scared when they got that phone call, and they didn't want to pick it up. And they must have said, ooh, I don't want to get in trouble, so go to bed. But I was very grateful for that, because then I slept till about 6 after that, which was good. I needed sleep, because then that day was the big baptism. Anyway, so everything went well. Baby is officially baptized. He should be good. It was 4 hours of baptism. He should be solid for a while. And then after the baptism, they had a little luncheon at a local restaurant that we'd been to, one of the chains before. Anyway, so it was most of the people from the baptism, and then the family. And then this one guy that my brother is friends with, hi Gage. He's got 5 kids between him and his girlfriend. Wife now, I think. Anyway, so... oh, man. I don't know. Some people, I just want to smack them. My son was doing his hums. His autism hums. Where he's... because he doesn't know what to say. Anyway, so it was loud. It wasn't terrible. It was a bar and grill. It's not like it was fine dining that we were embarrassed that he was humming. So he's and the guy, I kid you not, turns around and starts humming the exact hums as my son is humming. He's like, and then the guy be like, and I don't know what he was trying to get out of it. If he was trying to get his attention. I'm sure he wasn't making fun of him, but it was buddy, that doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? I'm more insulted that you're doing that than anything. And I'm pretty sure he was trying to connect with him, but we're not caveman. It's not a grunt thing. He doesn't speak your language. Just leave him alone. You know what I mean? Ugh. I wish people knew how to act, So, that was that. I guess it wasn't a really big deal, but it's hard not to get offended when people don't do what you want them to do about your special child. It sounds ridiculous, just saying it, but it's true. You're always on edge, on ready for a fight, It seems like that's how I became very defensive, I suppose, of my son. And I'm sure he had no mean intention, he's a very nice man, but I was like, oh, just shut up. And so I made sure to use the big A word in front of him when I was talking to somebody else so that he would get it. Like, my son is, has autism. That's why he's humming and grunting and caveman in it. So, shut the hell up, That was really it. It was a good time. The hotel wasn't too bad. I was very smart. I brought, I didn't want to bring a lot of toys because, the more toys you have, the more toys you have to pack. And the more toys you have to remember not to forget at the hotel room or any other place that you go. So I told my daughter 3 toys, not including her iPad and her blankie, because those are like standards. And she was really good about it, and she packed it in her little bag. And then I brought Gage, a couple little things. But I packed bubbles. I am brilliant, okay? I don't even know where I got the idea from, but I packed a pack of bubbles, okay? Blowing bubbles. Brilliant, okay? It was like every time, and it was like conjoined effort and desire for it because my son wanted to pop them and my daughter wanted to blow them. So it was ideal. Took up a lot of time for us and saved us a lot of effort in trying to entertain. And they had this mirror in the room. It was like a full length mirror. They have them in most hotel rooms, but I tried to use what I had in the room instead of packing a bunch of stuff. Not that my son plays with it anyway. He usually just stims around the room. So he found the mirror, which he loves mirrors, and he made faces in them. And I went up there with him immediately, and I started making faces too. And we do this face every time. He still can't quite grasp it, but he's trying. And he goes, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, into the mirror. And it's much slower and different than what a normal person would be like. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh. But I mean, time that gave me some time. He was fascinated. He did it in the mirror himself, which was the first time he's ever done it by himself. But I did it with him the first time, and then later on, when he was going by it again, he stopped and he was like, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, and he loved it. And I tell you what, man, who needs toys? Honestly, there's so much creativity that you can do with everyday stuff that you don't need toys. That's another whole nother rant, though. I mean, who am I to say? Because look, he's holding a little plastic laptop now. I didn't buy it, okay, but I'm gonna go on a tangent another time about toys and how useless I find them to be and how annoying I find them to be. And being as I'm a minimalist at heart, toys drive me nuts because they just are everywhere and they're useless. Okay, that's it. Sitting at, you guessed it, guys, TheraPlay again. Just waiting. It's almost time, so I'm gonna sign off and go get Gage ready for TheraPlay. He's, of course, exhausted. 4 a.m. today. 4 a.m. My husband got up with him. He said he napped a little bit between 4 and when I got up at 6, but 4 a.m., man. He's probably exhausted. He probably wants nothing to do with TheraPlay today. But he's going because I'm not wasting $132 for him not to show up. Okie dokie, folks. I will catch you later. Have a great Tuesday. Bye.